Hello and welcome back. I'm actually not sure what I'm going to be calling this video today. I think it's the first time that I've ever filmed and I'm not quite sure of the direction, but I have been asked a few times on whether I'm doing a gift guide, and in all honesty I was a little bit torn about it this year. I think sometimes I can find gift guides a little bit repetitive, sometimes a little bit on the lavish side, and also I don't always want to be getting beautiful gifted things for Christmas. Maybe I'm just feeling more practical with the renovation, but I want to get things that I love all year round. So I thought that I would show you guys my most loved things of the year, ranging like right from home stuff to my most worn clothes, which was really interesting to go through my wardrobe and see that, my makeup, my jewelry that I always wear, right down to literally my underwear. And I just thought that that might be quite useful, but if it's not, I won't repeat it again next year. But anyway, let's get right on into it. And I think I might start with some of the homeware bits. So I thought I would start off with this glass decanter because I think it just proves that you don't need to spend a lot at Christmas to get really nice presents. This one, some of you may recognize, I picked up in a charity shop and I absolutely love it. It's such good quality, it's really heavy, it looks beautiful in this room. It sits just behind me on the bar cart. I must admit it is a little bit more of a decorative piece, but if you're getting it as a gift, you could give it with some alcohol too, or maybe a nice cocktail book. I believe this one I picked up, you guys may be able to tell me, for around the £12 mark, but there are so many things like this in the charity shop, and I feel like it's sometimes even more thoughtful when somebody hasn't just gone into a shop and bought like a generic gift, but actually gone out rummaging and found something that they thought was perfect for you. This is actually something that Ollie and I were gifted a few years ago now by his dad, and it's probably come in as one of the most useful gifts that we have been given. And it was such a surprise when we got it. So it's in this gorgeous box, and I opened it and thought, what on earth is this? But it does give it away on the top. It says Jones's Bootmakers. If you open it up, it is a shoe cleaning kit, but in this most gorgeous box. So it actually came with all of the bits inside. So we have the brushes to that side, and then in the middle we have all of the creams, bits of suede, a shoe horn, and then on this side just the applicators again. And I mean, how stunning is it? Really, really beautiful. Number one, it's practical because everybody needs to protect and clean their shoes. It's a really nice present for if people are just starting out in a home, perhaps it's their first home, even if they've started work and they're just like first time wearing really nice shoes. But the thing that I loved the most about this one is that Ollie and I at the time were living in a London flat. We had absolutely no storage, no attic, barely any like cupboard storage. And we were trying not to buy too much furniture because we knew it wasn't going to be our forever home. And this one could sit out. It's not that kind of ugly box. It wasn't in just like a terrible plastic box. We actually, and it still lives there now, it lives on this console in the living room, just on the little middle bit here. And it's nice because we do actually end up cleaning our shoes a little bit more, than you won't think it from the shoes that I'm going to show you later, because it is so easy to get to. Moving on to the kitchen a little bit now, I actually purchased these myself, but I think that these would be a really nice kind of luxury budget gift. These came from Homesense and they are glass, they're beautiful cut glass. I think they look so gorgeous. And they came in a pack of 6, again around somewhere around the £12 mark. Every time I have somebody around, they're like, oh no, I don't want to use your nice glass, just give me like a normal glass. And I'm like, no, these are our normal glasses. But they just look and feel really quality. And of course, Homesense is just one of those perfect stores that you can go to if you're wanting to pick up homeware stuff for people. I think glassware is always a really nice option. And I know that these tumblers are still in there at the moment. They had loads in some various stores that I've been to recently. Keeping in the kitchen, this is my gorgeous fruit bowl, which as you can tell, I absolutely love. It's so pretty. I use it as a fruit bowl, but I think this would be great for gifts because you can use it for so many things. You could use it as a salad serving bowl or a bit more of a decorative bowl. And though I got mine in Lisbon when I was there on holiday, I've noticed that Anthropologie is doing nearly exactly the same pattern with this gorgeous ceramic. I think there's maybe a little bit more white than blue because I've been eyeing up a few of the things in Anthropologie that match with this. And what's nice is it's got a little bit of detail, but it's also quite plain, so I feel like a lot of people could still fit this into their home. Now for me, it definitely wouldn't be Christmas without a game, and I think I may have shown you guys some of these that we have before. These are from Printworks, and they've just got the nicest packaging. So ours sits in our living room. I usually have it on our coffee table, so it's like you're not having to hide it away. This is a dominoes set, and the dominoes are in the most beautiful colour. It just comes really nicely packaged. And funny enough, it is actually something that I enjoy getting out with friends and stuff. We have a lot of fun building, you know, like the little spirals and knocking them all down after we've had a few drinks. Next up is a little add-on for if you're gifting wine or champagne. And I often find if I am gifting one of the two, then perhaps I don't know the person very well, but I'm wanting to get them something else and I'm struggling to find them something. Do I get them chocolates? Do they like chocolates? So I feel like if you're wanting a little something else, this is really great. It's a champagne stopper, so it keeps the bubbles fresh if they're not going to get through the full bottle. We've had this one for years and we do often use it. There might be times where you want to like pop open a glass, but people might be driving, so they only want one. And then obviously also a really nice wine stopper. Now hopefully you don't think that this one is too practical, but a nice umbrella in the UK is pretty much a lifeline. And I tend to notice that people buy an umbrella and then they don't change it for years. It's kind of something that people often don't repurchase. And a lot of the time I think people buy umbrellas when they absolutely have to. They're like running into a store because it's really raining outside and they don't often go for the best one. We absolutely love this one. It's just a classic black. It has the pop button, so it pops open and it also pops down. Super easy, and it has a really nice handle. I actually forgo being able to put an umbrella in my handbag because I tend to find the ones that can fit in my handbag often just like blow away with the wind. They're not that sturdy, they're a bit annoying to hold, so I'd rather just take a good umbrella with me if it's really raining. And we actually love this one so much that we have his and hers, Ollie and I. Yeah. This little one is probably one of my most loved home accessories. She has been with us through all of our flats and into our home. And the best thing about her is that she goes in so many rooms. We've had her in a bathroom, she looked gorgeous in there. We also had her in our bedroom, and then we had her on the bar cart in the living room, and in this house she's in my study kind of office area to try and cheer it up a little bit in there. So I feel like an orchid is kind of like an all-rounder, so it's quite good as giving as a present because it's not just specific for one room. You can put it in a lot of different rooms, and probably specifically a white one because it'll go with so many colour schemes. We picked ours up, sorry, let me show you the bottom. This wicker basket doesn't actually come from it. We picked ours up from Ochre. However, I think that I saw one on, or was it not on the high street, that was a lot of a better price point. We bought ours from Ochre. They were a lot cheaper than they are now. They've gone up in price a lot, so I'm glad that we grabbed ours when we did, but at the same time it is an absolute classic that I feel like somebody would have in their home forever. I think that we are going to have this one forever, and I think that the little basket only came from Homesense or maybe even IKEA. Next up, I'm going to go into fragrance and beauty and bits and bobs, I think. I'm going to start it off with one that I was very luckily gifted by Ollie for my birthday. It is definitely much more of a luxury piece. However, what I will say, so it's a perfume from Penhaligon's. I got this one in March, and just look at how much I have used. It is so strong that you only need the tiniest spritz, and it lasts forever. And I must admit, I wear it. I don't wear it day to day like I wouldn't wear it in a day where I'm just mooching around the house, but I usually wear it when I go out, so barely any has been used for the price. So I feel like price per wear may actually be quite surprising. I went for the Helvetii. Ollie actually knew that I liked this fragrance. It's the most popular female fragrance, so it made it a little bit easy on that side for him to buy it. It's so gorgeous. It's quite rich. If people don't like overwhelming fragrances, then Penhaligon's might not be one for them because they are so strong. And Ollie actually got this one in a gift set, which I will show you, which actually comes with a hand and body wash in this gorgeous box. And a really good everyday fragrance that I love, that I feel like a lot of people might not know about, because my mum actually gifted this one to me. And when I opened it, I was kind of like a bit confused as to what it was, because it is by Liz Earle, and I didn't know that she did fragrances. I thought that she was all into skincare, so at first I was like, is this something that I spray onto my face? But it's actually one of her botanical essences, perfumes, and it's number 15. It is so gorgeous. It's really dark again and rich, a little bit more on the masculine side. And this one is like my winter fragrance. And Mum said that it had been really highly reviewed when she picked it for me, and that so many people were getting asked where their perfume was from, and I tend to find it's exactly the same with this. Ollie always asks me, oh, what perfume have I got on today? And it's always like a bit of a shock, and I'm like, oh, it's the Liz Earle one, but absolutely adore it, and it does have really good staying power. I'm going to try and whiz through these really quickly because I have quite a few bits. Actually, you know what, whilst I'm showing you this, I wasn't going to show this, but this is something that I picked up, I want to say, a good 10 years ago. I actually got it from TK Maxx, and it's a lovely Paul Costello leather pouch that I just sometimes put my makeup in, especially if I'm putting it in my bag. But that could also be a really nice gift, just on a little side note there. First up, hair. So I have been loving the whole range of the L'Oreal Elvive kind of extraordinary oil. I have the shampoo and conditioner, and I feel it's absolutely amazing. So I have quite fine hair, but I have a lot of it. And sometimes I can find shampoos and conditioners can really kind of like dull it down, almost to make it a little bit clumpy, but this just still makes it really light and airy. And what I'm showing you here is their kind of leave-in cream, and this is great because you can use it on wet hair, you can use it as a primer, you can use it every day. I often use it on my wet hair just as I got out of the shower for when I'm styling it, and it also just smells a little bit like holidays. It smells divine. Pretty much that cream and this hairspray, so this is the Percy and Reid Extra Hold Hairspray, are the only things that I use on my hair. Just gives it a little bit of hold, again, without, because my hair's quite fine, I can often find that it makes it too clumpy, but this one doesn't. Still makes it like really swishy and not at all greasy, but while keeping the hold in the curl. Elizabeth Arden, for me personally, is the best fail-safe gift because I love all of their stuff. I use the everyday moisturizer. I've got here the hand cream, which I love at this time of the year, and of course their 8-hour cream, which, as you can see, absolutely adore. I have 3 of these. I have one on my desk, I have one in my bedroom, and I also have one which I always have in a bag because that is literally how much I love them. I often find that I get dry lips, especially at this time of the year, but I also have like, oh, sadly, sorry to be showing you this, but I genuinely have this sore from all of the painting that we have been doing, and I've been putting on there, and it really soothes it. So it's a really good all-around balm, and you can often get these in gift sets at this time of the year, but just go for what the person really wants if they just want one thing. And I would recommend not getting the smaller sizes, but getting a proper big size. The only other skincare that I'm going to show you right now is my L'Occitane Immortelle Refresh, because I adore this one. As you can see also, I'm running out of this one. I use it every single night. It just does something to my skin in the morning. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I wake up feeling so refreshed. And it's also really good if you're a little bit sensitive. I used to suffer from acne, and I always used to pile stuff on my face. So many products, so many creams, and it wasn't doing anything for me. So I really scaled things back and just made it really simple, and this is one of the products that I love. Next up, my staples for my face. So I always start with the Ren Perfect Canvas. I love this one. I don't feel like it makes my skin too tight. I feel like because it's also a serum, it's actually doing something good for my skin, and it usually stops me from breaking out. And then I have 2 foundations that I love and mix between. I have the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, which is just a tinted moisturizer that I absolutely love and wear day to day, especially if I'm not going out of the house but I just want something on. I also find if I don't wear any makeup on my face, it can feel a little bit tight, and this is just really nice during the day, even if I do moisturize. I've got this one in Buttercream, which is number 03, and then my all-time favorite foundation is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, which has SPF 15. What color do I have this one? I have this one in Warm Sand at the moment. So if I'm going out, if I'm filming, this is always the foundation that I'm using. And now this isn't everything, because this video would be exceedingly long, but I really wanted to mention for this time of the year, this Burt's Bees. It's a lip scrub. Beautiful for this time of the year, especially I feel like everybody gets chipped lips. So nourishing, but also nice to have a little scrub, and I think often people don't use a lip scrub. Let me know down in the comments if you do. I recently started trying out the Clinique mascara and also eye pencil. So the mascara is the Lash Power Mascara, long lasting formula, and this one is their quick liner, and it's in the color Intense Chocolate. I was finding that I had kind of sensitive eyes, and I wanted to try something that didn't smudge. This one is really nice to have on today. I also have the eyeliner on today. This eyeliner goes on so smoothly, like beautifully smoothly. It doesn't pull my eyes at all, and I've tried quite a few eyeliners and they do always pull my eyes. So two great staples, and this one actually I did buy in the gift set. These two come together in a gift set, I think with something like an eye serum. And I thought this one would be a good mention because if you live near a Blink brow bar, then perhaps you could get somebody a voucher to go and get their eyebrows done, or take them to get their eyebrows done. They also do loads of things for lashes, so it's worth having a little look at their treatment list. But this is their brow definer. I use this one every day. I don't find that I need a lot for my brows, but this is the one pencil I find for dark brows that doesn't make them look really dark and too much when I try and line them. This one is lovely and soft. And this one is actually in the colour Chai, which if I was ordering it without being in store, I would have thought was too light for me, but it's absolutely perfect. And then I couldn't choose between these two products because they are both my favourite. As you can see, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Liner. Absolutely love it. It's a real classic for me. But then this year I picked up this one. It's Surat, I believe, but I'm not actually sure what the product's called, so I'll have to put that down below. And on this side it is a lip pencil, and then on the other side it's the most beautiful matte lipstick applicator. And this colour is absolutely gorgeous, and so much so that actually, like, my mum and I never have the same lip colour. She usually likes to go for something a little bit darker, and this is a little bit more on the dark side, but we both have this colour and wear it pretty much day to day. And then for eyes, it had to be my Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. Sorry, I've not cleaned this one up. As you can see, I particularly like this one here, which I've nearly used all of, but I can't tell you how much I've used all of the rest of these. Really lovely warming colours. Pretty much any video you see me in, I will be wearing this. Next up, I think I will go into jewellery, and where shall I start? I think I'll start perhaps from the top. So I'll start with these hoops that I have on. And this was actually a company that I have only known about kind of recently. They're called Midori, and they do the most gorgeous, delicate jewellery. And I fell in love with these hoops because they're the double hoops. I kind of like how people can be super cool and they have loads of earrings on their ear, but I'm just not that person. I'm really scared about getting a second piercing. So I thought that these would be lovely because they'd give me that effect of kind of having the double hoop, which I really love the look of, but I don't have to go through getting another piercing. And then on my neck, I have actually another one from Midori, which you might have seen me wear recently. And it's this really delicate necklace, which I didn't realize how much I would absolutely love. I never take this one off. It's the only piece of jewelry that I never have to take off. I wear it to bed, I wear it in the shower. I just, yeah, never take it off, which is really nice because it's so delicate. I can't sleep in jewelry myself because I just find it a bit annoying and I don't sleep. This one is one that I've had a little while now, and it's by a company called By Alona, and I often get asked. They actually have two necklaces which have this kind of coin effect, and this one, as I say, By Alona London, and then I also have one which is a vintage one that Ollie actually got for me. And then I have a lot of Monica Vinader, so I have two Monica Vinader bracelets here in the gold, which I wear all of the time. I love them because they are so easy to pull on. And I quite like wearing them together. I've got one which just has a little bit of diamond to it, and then one which is plain. Lovely thing about these is that you can get them engraved. Then I also have this Monica Vinader ring here. I like that it's a little bit more chunky. You can see a little bit more in the distance. My camera just cut out, but I was talking about this ring here. This one is one that Ollie gave me for Christmas a few years ago. And what he actually did is he took an old gold, it was a solid gold ring, to his goldsmith, and he actually got it cut in half and then battered, and then he gave me the two rings, which was such a lovely idea. It's obviously quite nice if you have any heirlooms that perhaps you aren't wearing or pass me downs that you don't think really like suit your style. You can always go to a local goldsmith and see if they can make something up out of it. And then on this hand, I just have a vintage ring here, and then also this Monica Vinader one, which you guys know I got last Christmas and absolutely love. This is one that I feel a little bit weird about showing on camera, but I feel like people always update their underwear around this time of the year. I adore the Triumph bras. I just think that they're absolutely gorgeous. They're really supportive. As you can see, these have really, really nice straps to them, and they come in really pretty colors. Support is like one of my main things that I look for, but I also like something that looks nice, and these definitely tick both the boxes. And then my go-to practical everyday seamless pants, come from Victoria's Secrets. I love these little ones with a scallop. I just think it adds a little bit of a nice detail. I do also have some with like lace and stuff, but I'm not showing you my whole knicker underwear drawer. And the nice thing is that I can usually, even though they're from different stores, I can pick up something that matches quite well, but perfect for under outfits. They're the things that I gravitate to day after day after day. And to be honest, if you have unloved undies or bras, get them out of your drawer right now and get yourself some really nice underwear, because it doesn't half change your mood in the morning. This is genuinely my one true love. I absolutely live in this dear dressing gown. This is one that I picked up, I think I picked it up last year, but I usually renew one each year. And it's from the Rosy collection from Marks and Spencer's. It is so soft, so cozy, so warm, where every night, every evening as I'm snuggling down on the sofa, I went for the darker grey colour. Partly because I'm terrible for either getting chocolate or makeup on my dressing gown, and I'd be having to wash it every single day if I got something light and pink. And then I have been recently kind of getting really nice matching pajamas from the White Company, because they're bringing out things with a lot more navy in it. These are actually ones that I got gifted for my birthday. They're in a lovely linen, and they've got this year, the White Company have actually the pajamas that I put on my gift guide last year and still absolutely love, which are the navy ones with the gorgeous white stars. This may come as no surprise, but by far my most worn shoes from this year are my Superga shoes. They still need a good clean. Maybe it's the fact that we have been renovating this year. This year probably has been a much more practical year for us, but price per wear for these must be insane, because I've lived in them from summer to spring to autumn to winter. These are those staples that I've worn all year through. Next up, clothing. I feel like some of these didn't come as a surprise, but also others of them I thought, gosh, I really have worn those items a lot. So first up, Cashmere Jumper. Now this is just the most gorgeous gift to give at Christmas anyway, partly because it's that little bit of luxury. I have this one from the White Company. It is so soft. I feel like I probably wear it at least on a weekly basis, because it goes with so many outfits, and I can dress it up with perhaps a lovely skirt, but I also wear it with my jeans and trainers all the time. This beauty is still my most loved. You guys will know that I just absolutely lusted over this mango shirt last year. And I must admit, having just had a look at all of my things, I thought that something would beat it this year, but I'm still wearing it the most. It's just the most stunning colour. They've brought something out very similar this year. I wear it on its own, I wear it with a jumper over it, I wear it with a blazer, I can wear it in the summer with some light coloured jeans, I wear it in the spring with a little jacket over it, and then I wear it in the winter with a jumper. So it has taken me all year through, and I get so much wear, I'll even wear it in the evening. This next one was kind of hard to choose, because I feel like it was more the category of a long or mid-year dress, because there have been a few of these that I picked up this year which I wear all of the time, but this one is probably my favourite at the moment. It's this jigsaw one that I picked up this season, and there's definitely a running theme through these last three products in that I wear it day to night, and they can be worn for so many different occasions. This is exactly the same. I dress it up and I dress it down, and I know for certain that I will still be able to wear this one into the spring and maybe even into summer. And then I had to be truthful, this year it had to be a pair of jeans. Probably my first year in a little while that a pair of jeans has been my most go-to and most used, and I couldn't decide between these two because I definitely have a high and a low end too. I have my Topshop ones because I absolutely adore Topshop ones, and these are straight. They're a really nice colour. They're actually showing up quite blue on camera, but they're just that easy going denim, and they are so comfortable. And then I have my AG pair of jeans, which definitely are on the higher price point, but I've had these for a good few years now. They wash up so well. I wear them time and time again, and price per wear for them has probably been pretty amazing. And there you have it, my most loved, my most used, my most worn things for this year. Let me know if you enjoyed the kind of format for this video, if you'd rather I have just got in a load of gifts that I would like to gift, because it will be really good to know for next year. And I really wanted to get out this video for Black Friday because obviously all of the sales are coming. Such a great time to start thinking about purchasing gifts for people because you get them at a much better price. But of course, try and not get overwhelmed by it all because I know Christmas can feel a little bit all-consuming sometimes and it is not at all about the gifts. But I hope that it gave you guys a little bit of inspiration. We're going to start decorating for Christmas here soon. I can't wait to start getting a little bit festive. So do make sure that you are subscribed for all of the decorating videos and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!